It's another episode of Murder the
Internet.
God, I always forget what we're murdering on
Just
the show.
remember, this is on the internet, and that's the thing we hate.
Yeah. And we hate you for listening to it, by the way. And I've noticed, looking at our numbers over the last couple of weeks, Rich.
I've looked at all 7 of the numbers. I've looked at the number 3. I've looked at the number 3 6 more times.
Yeah. Yep.
So it's just been the number 3.
Number 3. Mm-hmm. That's. I looked at numbers, so I've looked at 3 and also 7. And what I've noticed.
Wait, there are more than.
I've noticed on our numbers, they've gone from like 3 people listening to like 5, and that is unacceptable. And that is not why we're doing this podcast. We're specifically doing this so people won't listen to it, and a bunch of people are listening.
I listened twice. Does that count?
Oh, okay. So it was all you.
I don't want to say anything, but I'm the proverbial number 3.
Good. All right. Well, so long as it's just you, because I'm not doing this for other people to listen to. I'm doing this so that I don't have to worry about people hearing it.
Okay.
I mean, that doesn't make any sense. But why the fuck should I make any sense on a podcast that nobody's listening to?
I'm not listening to you right now.
Good.
I'm thinking about Big Bird sexually.
So, Rich, what is your favorite time of the year?
Favorite time of the year? When I'm sleeping.
That's your favorite time of the year? It only counts if you sleep for longer than a couple hours a night, which I know you don't do.
No, but I try.
You try. God bless you. You sit there with your eyes clenched so tight like a little kid waiting for Santa Claus to come.
Well, as you know, I'm a proud Wiccan. So I love all the Wiccan holidays. I love the one with Stonehenge, or some people like to call it Stonehenge.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I like the one with the Witch's Brew. It's called Cauldron Day. Perhaps you haven't heard of it, because I know you're a Jesuit. But Cauldron Day is when all us Wiccans break out the cauldrons, and it's just Cauldron Mania is what we call it.
How many cauldrons get broken out in
3.
one? 3. All of them.
Yeah.
How big is a cauldron?
3.
Okay, what differentiates, I'm saying, a cauldron from just a large pot?
Well, you have to be a Wiccan. So, Wiccans have the power to turn pots into cauldrons. Same thing with plates. We turn plates into plazazzos.
So it's like a superpower.
It's not super, but
it seems like
good.
A very inconvenient superpower. How do you do it on purpose, or does it just happen every time you touch a pot? It turns into a giant cauldron.
It's like the Midas touch, but with cauldrons. So we go over to people's houses, rich people, and we say, for the low price of $500, we will not go into your house and transform all your pots into cauldrons.
Yeah,
and they're like, oh shit, the Wiccans are here! Hide the cash, hide the pots. Just go away, and they give us money to leave.
Yeah, I've never thought about that aspect of comic books and superheroes, is that they should, instead of like saving everybody, they should just go door to door, threatening people to use their superpowers against them unless they pay them to leave. Yeah, like why aren't there any superhero mafia? Because that's what it's like. Nice house you got here. It'd be a shame if somebody, radiated it with gamma rays that I ejaculate out of my eyeballs.
Which superhero was that? And when you say ejaculated out of my eyeballs, you were motioning towards your dick. So there's a superhero somewhere with eyeballs on his dick. Yeah. That just, I guess his dick would be his nose, so he just sneezes out radioactive sperm on houses.
In Marvel, his name is...
not canon.
Super Gamma Radioactive Eyeball Penis Man.
The Ball Man.
And in DC, which obviously there's always a Marvel for DC and vice versa, his name is Superman.
I've heard of him.
Yeah, me too.
He's the original web slinger.
That's the holiday I celebrate the most is Superman's birthday.
Well, wait, hold on. To go back a second, you're talking about
now.
Fuck you. To talk about superheroes using their powers, to like blackmail people.
Sure.
What is the Flash going to do? I'll run around your house a lot.
I will run into your house, steal all of your shit, and then leave.
Lock the door. You lock the door. How's the Flash going to get in? He's going to run face first into the door.
I bet you have a window.
Ow, that's smart.
I bet you have a window that's not locked.
I lock all my windows. From the inside and outside.
What about a doggy door?
I lock all my dogs.
All right. Well, then the Flash will just run around your house.
He'll say, this is why they call me the Flash.
Yeah. Run around your house naked. He was actually first known as the Streak.
The yellow streak. He runs fast while pissing. We should just come up with their own superheroes here.
Okay, all right.
Okay,
So
fuck Marvel.
fuck Marvel.
Fuck D-
That's actually my favorite superhero.
Fuck
Is the
DC.
fuck Marvel.
Okay, yeah. So we got
He
a guy.
can fuck anything. This fuck Marvel.
We got a guy who runs and pisses at the same time called
like
the
him.
Yellow Streak.
Okay.
That's it.
Can
we build an empire?
Well, we had my guy, the super gamma radiation ejaculating eyeball penis man.
Eyeballs.
Eyeballs. How about we have the dentist?
Corbin Burnson was the
Yeah,
dentist.
that's right.
Also the dentist too.
The dentist as well.
So his powers are dentistry.
Yeah, his powers are fixing that gap.
That's not super though.
Right, but he offers it.
We're looking for
It
superheroes.
uses radiation, though. I mean,
Oh.
how has that never happened in a comic book? I mean, because every time I am at the dentist, they put that lead apron on me.
Yeah.
The dentist runs like 15 blocks away. He goes, "We're gonna hit the thing now!" And then they hit it. And what if they stayed in the room? Then he'd get irradiated. He'd become the irradiated dentist.
Well, see, that's weird because they don't do that to me, and I've never heard about them doing that to anybody else. I think they just want to give you cancer.
Oh. Yeah,
I mean, I think you should change dentists and leave a negative review on Yelp. Like, went to get my teeth fixed, now I'm radioactive.
Is that why they keep aiming it directly at my nuts?
2 stars. The wait was short.
And now I ejaculate gamma rays out of my eyeball?
You have to ask your wife about that.
Anyway, yeah, that's why my kids look the way they do, I guess.
Yes. Whenever I saw your kids, I'm like, damn, those are some radioactive looking motherfuckers.
Turn off the lights. Whoa! They're like vanilla ice.
Yeah, but Peter Parker, first of all, why were they even radiating a spider to begin with? Like, hey, it'd be cool. What? Let's make this spider radioactive and see what happens.
They were trying to cure cancer with it, wasn't it?
But radiation gives you cancer.
Yeah,
so
it also cures cancer. Have you ever heard of radiation therapy?
No. I've also never heard of drywall, but what's your point?
It would just be a tiny little spider that goes underneath your skin and kills all the cancer cells.
Oh, like nanobots.
Yeah.
Except they're spiders and they're alive and they're under your skin.
All of them.
Which is, actually, I did that drug Crocodile once, and
that's a good drug.
The spiders were all over my skin. I had to get the glass shards to try to free them, and I'm like, I'm helping myself a lot by doing this. It didn't help.
It gave you gangrene, though, which took your mind off of cancer.
Which is a superpower.
Which is Gangrene Man. I love him. Gangrene.
Gary Green.
The problem is he has trouble sneaking up on his enemies because they can smell him a mile away.
Yeah, also can't piss while running fast.
Yes. Or really do much of anything. He can attain maggots. He does that very well.
Well, Marvel,
better than anybody.
Marvel had the superhero Maggot. He was an actual superhero.
The Maggot?
Yeah, Maggot.
What I don't know.
He was disgusting. He was like...
I imagine.
He was a member of
But he
the
was a
X-Men.
hero?
Yeah, he was a member of the X-Men for approximately 2 hours. And then they were like, what have we gotten ourselves into? And they're like, his name was Maggot. What did you expect? And Toad, but he was a bad guy.
Yeah.
And you remember him from the movie where Storm had that great line like, what happens when lightning strikes a toad? It dies!
The same thing that happens to everything.
Yeah, whatever.
You left out the line, though.
Paraphrasing.
You're like, oh, this great line, and then you didn't even get it right.
I didn't say I was going to say the great line.
You started saying it,
but I didn't say I was going to finish it or say it correctly.
You sounded just like Halle Berry.
When have I said anything correctly?
I thought she was here. Say Monsters Ball.
Is she here?
Say these monsters are going to have a ball.
You already talked about Monster Balls. I don't want to revisit this.
So we got Gangrene Man.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
The human apple. What? Okay. Picture this. Important mob meeting.
Uh-huh.
You can do your fake Italian accent.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
I didn't say you should. I just said you could.
You could, yeah.
Okay, so they're all getting together, and they're like,
I can't help it.
Hey, what's a to eat at this important mafia meeting?
We got any pasta here?
Yeah, we don't got no fucking pasta. I bought the apples.
That's a bullshit.
Yeah. That's a spicy apple. They come and bring this crate of apples. They come and bring in this crate of apples and like, hey, are those normal apples or superhero apples? And they look at them and they're like, nah, these are normal apples. Forget about it. And then they start eating them. And then all of a sudden, the human apple appears.
Human apple.
He's like, you gentlemen thought you were eating normal apples? the human apple's here, and he gets shot immediately.
But he can take the shot because he's dead.
So, but he successfully distracted them from whatever they're talking about, and they're like, let's reschedule the meeting.
So wait, this is just a guy who delivers apples.
That's when the human banana comes in. Ruins meeting number 2. We have an entire superhero group of fruits.
The fruitarians, everybody.
Yes, the fruitarians.
They're the fallen fruit. So let's see. Okay, so the banana comes in. Does he give them a bunch of bananas and then they slip on the peels?
No, he gets shot too.
See, because it would make sense if he gave them the peels and they were like, I'm slipping on the peels. But no, he just comes in and gets murdered.
It's all about misdirection.
All right, so then tomato? I mean, that's a fruit, right?
Oh boy, that's really sketchy. I don't know if that's canon or not. You're gonna have to talk.
It's got a seed roll though.
I have a seed roll. I showed it to you. You ran away.
Yeah, but I called you a fruit while I was doing it.
That's how I seed roll.
That's how I seed roll, baby. Yeah, I seen you rolling with my seeds.
Who else do we have? The guy who looks like James Woods.
Not a
His
name is James Forrest.
You can't see the forest for the woods. Yes. And what he does is he says things that aren't quite racist.
You're like, wait, weren't you in Mississippi burning? How were you in Mississippi burning and you're saying all this racist stuff? And he's like, hey, that ain't me. That's James Woods. I just look like James Woods. Stop thinking that's me.
He pulls up his shirt and he's look, you can't put a VHS tape in my stomach.
Yeah.
No video drum for me, baby.
No, baby.
So that's not really much of a superpower, I guess.
Okay. So it's actually more of an inconvenience.
Yeah, it's super inconvenience.
No, wait, but with the guy that looks like James Woods, James Forrest, does he, say James Woods was in an accident. Say
God forbid
he was in a fruit accident. Because he was around a bunch of mobsters, and then they went to shoot at an apple, and they accidentally shot James Woods right through the nose. And so his nose is gone. Does James Forrest's nose disappear?
Who knows?
This has been...
I think this is our dumbest podcast ever.
I'm not sure if it's great or awful.
I'm having fun, though.
I'm having a great time.
This is what happens when I get sleep the night before.
Right.
I'm coherent.
You're able to make the connections a little too well.
Somehow.
Because when you don't get sleep, then... you don't make logical connections, and people are like, I don't know where he's going with this. It's fascinating. But now it's like, hey.
So we have to spin this off into the podcast that kind of makes sense. Not just Rich's train of thoughts.
Back to our rational discussion about superheroes that we're making up. Is there, we have the dentist. Yeah. I think there should be a whole legion of people like that. You should have the dentist, the tanner.
The social worker.
But
what do they do?
The tanner obviously makes leather.
Oh, I thought you meant he works at a tanning salon.
No. God, no. That would be like his enemy. Because those people are turning human beings into leather, and he's like, no. The only leather that you should come from cows and sheep and shit like that. Okay. Not humans. If humans are leather, then why would they buy my stuff?
Human leather. Kind of on a tangent. I think we should make Todd Starnes a superhero.
Okay, all right.
Mama's bestest little boy.
Oh, he's such a sweet He's a good boy. He always helps with the groceries. Every time I go, Toddy, I need to go to the grocery store. He's like, Mom, I'm already there.
And when it comes to the war and Christmas, he's on the front line.
Oh, thank God for him.
He is up there saying, Santa... Wait, how does he even sound like? That's your voice for every single fucking human or not human being.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. His bow tie just spins and flies off, cutting bitches up.
I don't know. I don't know how he sounds. So he says something about the war on Christmas?
Yeah. He's like... That would be something he says. Yes.
He's a shrill Frankenstein, okay?
Yes.
That's all I'm saying.
Todd Starnes, the original shrill Frankenstein. All those imposters.
He fights the war on Christmas. Are we still doing superheroes, or we moved to holidays now?
That was just Todd's.
Okay,
Todd
so we're
Starnes.
still in superheroes.
If you want.
Okay.
I'll be on a superhero all night.
Because we had the League of Ordinary People, which is the dentist. You have the tanner. You have the social worker. What does she do?
She's a socialite, like that Catwoman who had all the surgery and now walks around with a puffy ass face. Who the fuck is she? You know who I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah. She's the. God damn it. She's the wife of some rich
abomination.
person. Yeah. And she looks like a straight up leopard.
Yeah, it's horrible. What I don't understand is like, doctors have, that code of ethics that thou shalt do no wrong unless the wrong is done to you first or whatever the fuck it is. That might be from the Bible. I don't know. But why doesn't the plastic surgeon just say, okay, no, I'm not going to do that?
You know why? He probably does. And then she goes, here's a bunch of money. And he goes, oh, that's right. I'm a plastic surgeon. I'm not like saving lives.
Yeah.
I'm just, occasionally maybe I'll remove some facial blemishes and make people feel more confident. Or maybe I'll reconfigure somebody's face like a Rubik's Cube after a car accident, like that James Woods guy.
Yeah.
But
Forrest Whitaker.
It's like my ethics aren't really,
cut. Yeah.
It's not the root of my business. I take money to cut people's faces into prettier shapes.
And if you look at it, from a way, her entire face is a blemish.
Yeah,
so he could be like, well, maybe I'll fix, all the fuck ups that the 72 doctors before me did. And he's just like after he's like, no, I made it worse again.
Yeah. He's like Mickey when Mickey was cutting up the brooms. Only he's cutting up faces, and it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse.
Oh, so you're saying that all her facial chunks that he removes turn into new
they're just
women.
more and more, right? Because
That's
her
a
face,
superpower. She's a superhero.
So what's her name?
The monstrosity.
Okay. Old big face over there. That's her name.
Multiface.
Multiface. She's multifaceted. All right. So then we got the Naked Flash.
Piss Flash.
Piss Flash.
The yellow streak. I'm sorry.
The yellow streak. Okay. We should have the Credible Hulk.
How about
He's just the guy who's like, yeah, I'm big. Can you believe it? And he's like works out at the gym a lot. He takes a lot of steroids. And people are like, yeah, that makes sense.
Lou Ferrigno.
Spend all the time. Yeah.
Is he dead?
No, he's alive. Actually, I talked to him last year.
Well, he was alive last year. Then
I mean, it was through a psychic.
Could be dead now.
He's deaf.
No.
Yeah.
I just asked you if he was dead.
You said dead.
Being deaf is the same as being dead.
No, it isn't.
Yes, if you're deaf, what reason do you have to live?
You are now offending all of our deaf listeners. You sick fuck. Oh, hey, I hope you deaf people like my style of comedy that's so edgy.
No, I'm just saying if you lose one of your senses, what reason do you have to live?
One of your senses?
Any sense.
Like, I think if I lost the ability to smell things, I'd be like, yeah, that's kind of unfortunate.
You'd benefit coming over here.
Yeah, that's true.
You wouldn't smell me.
That would help a lot.
Because I smell like shit.
Yeah.
The thing is, I shit a lot.
And the weird thing about it is you smell like a different kind of shit every time I come over. Because I always think I'm going to be used to it. I'm like, oh, he's going to smell like green apple shit today. Nope. Today he smells like undercooked raw beef shit.
You had to specify the color of the apple.
Yeah.
Regarding, okay, what does red apple shit smell like?
It smells okay.
I mean, green apple shit, no.
Green apple's the worst. It's like, it smells, I don't know how to put it. It smells like, have you ever smelled battery acid? It's kind of what green apple shit smells like. Yeah.
I love green apple candy, though. That's my favorite.
Oh, it's not the same thing, though.
The worst candy flavor, though, is banana. They can never get artificial banana right.
It never ever tastes like banana.
No, and same thing with grape.
Yeah, like, it's just purple. Just call it purple. It's not grape.
You taste grape candy. It's nothing like a grape.
If anything, they should just call those things fruits that nobody's ever had.
It's too long, though.
Well, it's purple. We're not going to call that grape. We're going to call that the yum tree fruit or something. Hey, that sounds like something kids would eat.
I live next door to a guy called the Yum Tree. He got arrested. Kids coming in, not leaving. Same thing with blue raspberry. Like, I mean, I understand because there's 25 different, shades of red that are, fruit. You got strawberry, you got cherry, you got red banana, all that shit. But then they're just like raspberry, blue. And it tastes like a toilet disc, like a urinal disc.
Yeah.
Because how does raspberry connect to blue in any way?
I think they meant blueberry, and somebody's like, that's raspberry. It was probably some colorblind CEO, and they brought him, and he was like, this tastes like raspberry. And they're like, yeah, but it's blue, so we're going to call it blueberry. And he went, oh, it's not blue.
You sons of bitches.
It's fucking red.
This is the 7th time this month you've done this to me. You are all fired.
And that's another superhero. He's the CEO. He just comes in with a sense of entitlement to every situation he's in, no matter what.
Can sense blue raspberry.
Can't sense that. He's the colorblind CEO. Mm-hmm.
But that means so he's not racist. So he's not racist, though.
He can see tones, though. See, I've never understood that. If you're colorblind, you can still see tones, so you can still tell that somebody's black.
And he's incredibly sexist. I'm colorblind, but sexist as fuck. If I see any dame in a skirt around here, she gets the boot.
Even if she is black, because I'm colorblind. Look. Yeah, but I've never said that phrase. I'm colorblind. I don't see. How do you not know what colorblind even means? If you're totally blind, fine. What you mean is, I am blind. I don't see color. Even if you don't see color, you still see tones. So it doesn't matter. You see a black person.
Well, let me posit you this question. Mm-hmm. In They Live, when Roddy Piper put on the sunglasses, everything's black and white. Mm-hmm. He was colorblind. He could see the aliens.
Yeah. So
good
you're saying that
bad thing?
People who are colorblind can see aliens?
Yeah.
That's probably why they don't let them fly planes.
They don't let aliens fly planes?
They don't let people who are colorblind fly planes.
Illegal aliens fly planes. I get it. Mm-hmm. So what if they had sunglasses you could see illegal aliens? Trump would be all over that shit. Oh, man,
let's get into politics.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to this.
Oh, wait.
That's probably why he wants the wall to be transparent, and it would just be made out of the glass that can see illegal aliens. So, we would be able to see them a mile away. Because, they're sneaky.
But wait, if they're approaching the wall, they're going to be illegal aliens anyway.
No, it might just be some Mexicans.
But they're illegal. It's illegal to be Mexican.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Technically, if you're in Mexico, it's totally legal to be in Mexico so long as you were born in Mexico, not like one of those nether Mexican states. So
Venezuela?
Yes. So long as you weren't from down there. But if you're just like some Mexican dude, wandering around the wall going hey, look at the big wall. It's fun.
Why the fuck are you getting close to the wall unless if you're
Why would you? Maybe it's on your property.
To see what?
Yeah. That's not unincorporated land that they're planning on building the wall on. People own the land.
So the government has to get permission to build the wall because it's on somebody's property.
Yes.
And their property spans Mexico and the U.S. somehow.
Well, you realize that borders are totally imaginary. So there's not a spot where you can just put whatever you want. You own the land up to the border and then somebody owns it on the other side.
No, the border is no man's land.
Like the DMZ?
Yeah.
Like TMZ?
No. I don't think.
I don't know.
So are Mexican superheroes?
I think so. And that's why we got to keep them out. Because while they might be good, some of them might be bad. And
luchadors rule.
They must be superheroes, though, because they're the only people who would do these jobs.
But that's not true. That's been disproven that white people.
No, white
also
people.
Do it too.
White people love to work menial jobs for nothing.
I once passed a field
resort.
I once passed a field and I saw a white man and he had a head of lettuce. How do you think he got the lettuce?
Did he literally have a lettuce?
No, he did not.
I thought we were going back to the superheroes.
Okay, lettuce head.
Lettuce
there
head.
We go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And he always makes puns like, let us leave. And everybody goes, God damn it, I hate him.
And then if he's stuck in a serious situation, he goes, let us pray.
And he says, I'm the head of this group. And everybody just says, no, you're really not.
And then when right before he kills the supervillain, it's like, hey, want some head? And the supervillain's like, yeah, I would love some head. And starts unzipping his pants and getting his dick out. And then
and he gives him a blowjob.
Yeah. But then after he's done with the blowjob, he goes, all right, see you later.
No, he goes, it's time to leave. Dumbest podcast. I'm going with dumbest podcast.
I'm having fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
why are all our superheroes based off fruit and vegetables?
Because we're gonna sell this podcast to Sesame Street.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah,
that's why you started talking about Big Bird at the beginning. Obviously, because that's the real superheroes in your life are
the nurses,
fruits and vegetables, and nurses, and women,
and firemen,
and secretaries.
Yeah, secretaries for firemen.
Secretaries for firemen. Yeah.
We're you call up, you're like, help, my house is on fire. And she's like, okay, let me write this down. She writes down house. She writes down fire. And she goes, okay, I'll forward it to the right people. Then she gives a note to the fireman that says house fire. And he goes like, oh, thanks.
Thanks, Susan.
Thanks, Janine.
We'll get to this later. It's happy hour.
There's multiple houses, you are aware. And she's like, this is my first day. And she's been working there for 7 years.
Getting a total Annie Potts and Ghostbusters vibe off of...
I did say Janine.
You did? Yeah.
Now it's like about Slimer and Statue of Liberty giving blowjobs to each other.
Oh, we already did that one. Believe it or not, we already covered the Statue of Liberty giving blowjobs to random people.
Believe it or not, I was going for the believe it or not. How does that? I'm walking on air. I never thought I could be so free.
Why were you going there though?
Because he's the greatest American hero.
So?
We're talking about heroes.
Yeah, we're talking about good ones, not shitty sitcom characters from the 70s.
Oh, as opposed to the Yellow Streak, who's a good superhero.
That's an amazing superhero. Just because he pisses every time he takes his clothes off?
No, just because he pisses every time he moves and breathes. He's got like one of those helmets, except with instead of beer, it's just highly concentrated water.
He's intolerant and incontinent.
Yeah. You've heard of the Oregon Trail. This is the piss trail. Trail of tears from my dick.
Trail of yellow tears.
Yes.
All right. So other superheroes that we have. There's the ear.
There is?
Yeah. He can hear things.
The earwig.
So you have the CEO who's colorblind. You have the ear who can only hear out of his left ear. Yeah. It's a superpower.
He can actually hear out of other people's left ears too.
But he cannot hear out of his right ear or other people's right ear. So the thing is, if you do any crime on the left side, he's all over it.
Yeah.
But
what if he rotates his head?
He's
in a neck brace.
Too much trouble. Yeah, he's in one of those halos. Yeah, you can't
because he tries to eat his stitches. and when he was born, his brother got the right ear and is now a supervillain.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, see? He's got this whole complicated backstory.
Yeah. He's like, I hate my brother, but I love my brother. It's like,
so if his brother's standing to the right of him and they're bad-mouthing each other, none of them
Nobody can hear it.
No, neither of them. No. He's like, my brother's an asshole. And then on the right, he's like, my brother's an asshole. I hope he didn't say that.
What if his brother says it and it bounces off of something and goes to the left?
What if they're conjoined twins?
That is great.
Okay, this is really good.
This is a thing.
We got the left ear on the left.
Somebody can get to drawing this.
Yeah, so we got the left ear on the left, attached to the right ear on the right.
One is a hero, one is a villain.
One is evil. And somehow they commit crimes or prevent crimes from being committed?
Well, because the one on the right, they'll go into like a convenience store. And the left ear will be like, hey, any crimes happening? And people will be like, no. But then
people on the left will
say no. But the people on the right will be like, oh my God, just don't kill me. And he's like, you'll be lucky if I don't kill you. So the people on the left are like, everything's fine. People on the right, horrible. Just horrifying crimes being committed over there.
So he has to wait for the people on the left to catch what's going on from the people on the right, and then he just turns around and he knocks the gun out of his hand. He's just like, stop that crime! And he says it loud enough so he can pick up on the right ear.
Now, when we talk about them being conjoined, are they conjoined in the...
stapled.
Are they conjoined in like the traditional kind of theory of how they would be conjoined with like a flesh...
Basket
kind of bridge, a flesh bridge between them?
Have you seen the movie Basket Case with Belial?
No.
Okay, well, you really should.
Okay.
It's about a guy and his brother who he carries on a picnic basket because he used to be conjoined. And eventually, at the end of it, he rejoins. Is that it? When you put something back?
Yeah.
And his brother just had this fucked up arm and just go, You can't really pick this up on the mic, but my eye was doing a weird thing.
I could hear your eye doing that.
Okay. Yeah, and also he killed people.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. But then he puts them back together, and it's a happy ending.
So with these two, then, there's got to be like some situations where they accidentally get unconjoined, like they... like the right ear is committing a crime in a paper slicer factory.
Yeah.
And then the left one's trying to stop him, and then they get in between and cut apart. But then they have to get back together.
How would a paper slicer...
Isn't that how they do it? That's how Ben Carson does it.
But how would they get into his... angle themselves so the paper slicer would get.
You're overthinking it. They just fell asleep. They took a nap. And then when they woke up, a paper slicer came down.
What if they go to a falling knife factory?
That would be good. These are scenarios that would work, is my point.
Yeah, like Acme falling knives, where you walk in, just knives raining from the ceiling. Or a guillotine factory.
Yeah, guillotine factory, circular blade factory.
A factory where they cut twins in half.
That's good.
Twin cutting.
Twin cutting factory. So they get unconjoined many times, but then they figure out, we got to get back together because there's some problem that only it's so big that we need to put our petty differences aside because the whole world's going to explode unless we have a good left ear and a good right ear working together.
Okay, how about this? There's a villain who says, I will destroy the entire world if left ear and right ear don't get back together.
Yeah.
I mean, his motives are unclear. I don't know how he benefits from this, but that's what he wants.
Because he gets off to conjoined twins reconjoining.
But he could just get like photos of back, before they did that.
Yeah, but that's not the same, and you know it. It's like how it's one thing you could just look at a girl on the internet. It's another thing if you can buy her off the street and then make her come to your house and scream at her while she cries in a corner.
How would she be on the street if she's on the internet?
Well, she's on the internet just for long enough for you to see where she is, and then you go pick her up.
Periscope, and she's like, hey there, I'm on the street.
It's been a long time since I did this.
Wish I was getting fucked by a weirdo. Okay, so now we've got a villain. Super villain who just wants left ear and right ear to get together for his own nefarious / sexual reasons. Don't really see superheroes lining up to defeat him.
No, why would they?
Because he's a supervillain.
Right.
But that's what superheroes do.
They don't do that inherently. He has to challenge them within their own domain. I mean, yeah, the Joker's a bad guy, but you never see Superman just coming out of nowhere to kick the shit out of him. How many times has Batman just gone missing and the Joker takes over Gotham City? Superman's in Metropolis like an hour away doing nothing about it.
Is it an hour away? I don't know where it's located.
Yeah, it's up, but they're both on the East Coast. And for Superman, anything is an hour away, which is... They don't bring that up in the comic books a lot, but Superman, literally everything is 1 hour away from him.
Not true. In Superman, I think it was 2, the original Superman 2, he flew around the Earth so fast he went back in time.
It's not canon. That is a movie. That's a Richard Donner movie. You might as well be like, hey, and then Maverick, Mel Gibson did this. Yeah, sorry?
Kneel before Zod. Kneel before Zod.
Okay.
They were trapped in a mirror. That's pretty cool.
That was really awesome, yeah.
Yeah, because they're all dressed up like they're going to some sort of industrial concert. And they're just like, hey, we're trapped in the mirror. Be pretty cool if we weren't. And then they get out, and then they're just total assholes. And Lex Luthor's son, by the way, dipshit.
Pretty dumb.
He reminded me of Ducky. Was he Ducky? Who played it?
It wasn't it John Cryer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Ducky.
That's why he reminded me of him.
Hey, Lex Luthor reminded me of Gene Hackman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Superman reminded me of a guy who fell off a horse and got paralyzed.
That would actually be a great name for the guy who's all getting off on the conjoined twins.
Oh.
His name is Hackman.
Yeah.
Because he wants them to get together just so we can hack them apart again.
And Gene, genetics. Gene Hackman.
Wow.
This is good.
I never thought that Gene Hackman's very name in and of itself is a thing.
Yeah.
He's hacking genes.
Is he dead?
No, I think he's still alive.
Good for him.
It's one of those things where if they're big enough, but I'm not sure that they're dead, if I haven't heard that they're dead, I'm pretty sure they're alive.
A long time ago, I had this idea for a website. It's called Dead or on Drugs. And you just go there, and it's a box, and you enter a celebrity's name, and it tells you if they're dead or on drugs.
That actually sounds amazing.
Because it's one or the other.
Why didn't you do that?
Well, I'm lazy.
Oh, that's true. So now somebody else is going to do that and make some money.
Okay, yeah. So if you start Dead or on Drugs, I get royalties.
Copywriting it right now. CR.
CR.
Yep.
What does CR stand for?
I've just seen it.
I thought
I've
it's
heard
a
other
C with a
podcasts.
circle around it.
Yeah. Isn't that what that is?
That could be a superhero's emblem.
He copyrights stuff.
The copywriter. Somebody just walks around and goes, man, it's hot outside. He goes, I'm copywriting that. And man, it's hot outside becomes his phrase. Every time you use it, you have to pay him $1.
Is that a hero or a villain? He seems like a villain.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's one of those. It's an anti-hero, like a Deadpool.
Oh, okay.
Who is cool, by the way.
Who's cool, yeah.
Deadpool is probably my favorite.
Is Deadpool copywritten?
It is now.
Because, I mean, that it comes from where people used to play games, like who's going to die first.
Also, Dirty Harry. Deadpool,
that's true. That's right.
where they're often the judges.
So
or something.
did they somehow get that? If I say, like, talk about Deadpool, everybody thinks I'm talking about the Marvel character.
Ryan
instead
Reynolds.
of the Jim Carrey Clint Eastwood movie. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just remember Jim Carrey being in
What was the one? Is something about the stars? Or
Dirty Harry in
The Star
space.
Chamber. The Star Chamber. That's
Star
what I was
Chamber.
thinking of.
Oh,
Sorry.
that was a good one. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I like Dirty Harry in space.
Yeah. That was really good when he fought Hellraiser and the large dogs that you were afraid of.
It was and Zod. Mm-hmm. He just shot the mirror.
He was like Neil before Dirty Harry.
Mm-hmm.
And then he copyrighted that. Mm-hmm. What was the for? Who was that?
That was my Dirty Harry impression.
Yeah.
So like Frankenstein.
Mm-hmm. And then that, of course.
Todd Starnes.
That, of course, with the spinning bow tie. People who hate Christmas, beware! Mama's bestest little boy is here!
I'm so glad that we finally can say Merry Christmas again. According to, I don't remember who it was, but this speaker.
O'Reilly?
No, it was this guy who was like talking to Boy Scouts, and he was like, we're going to say Merry Christmas again. And I was like, it's fucking July.
Yeah.
I don't want to say Merry Christmas right now. And he's like, say it! What? And I was like, okay. Did
That's
Christmas win the war? Because is that what happens when Christmas wins the war? It's Christmas all year round?
It's called Christmas creep. I don't know if you've noticed it, but actually on January 1st, Target breaks out the Christmas trees.
Oh, good.
For December, But they want to get a head start on everything. Same thing with Hobby Lobby when they're not selling artifacts, that they got from ISIS. They break out the Christmas trees on January 2nd.
Some places start the next Christmas on December 23rd.
Really?
Yeah. They're like, hey, what's going to be next Christmas? You need to come here to find out. We got so many imaginary things that aren't available yet, but they will be. And you need to come and see these boxes that we have that might be filled with things that your family will want or not. But the point is you get your Christmas shopping done early.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
They should sell Christmas trees for like Christmas 3048.
Yeah.
And you're just like, man, I'm getting a steal of a deal. I'll be dead.
Sure.
But I'll have a Christmas tree for it.
Right. But I'll have a blowjob robot. Is that what I'd be getting in 3040?
Technically, Christmas trees are not blowjob robots. But this is the future.
That's a very technical.
This is the future.
You're getting very technical, though.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give it to you because who knows what the future may hold.
You could fuck a Christmas tree, and I've seen that many times on the internet. It's not exactly a blowjob.
National Lampoon's Christmas Fuckcation.
Yes.
So Heroes of Christmas, right?
Hero of Christmas.
That's what we were talking about?
Yeah.
I thought we were originally going to talk about holidays.
We were, but we got a little sidetracked.
Christmas is a holiday.
Christmas is my second favorite holiday.
Why?
I like Christmas Eve more.
I hate Christmas.
No.
Christmas sucks.
Why does Christmas suck?
Because
what
it's
happened to you on
so
Christmas?
formal.
Where did Christmas touch you?
Not
Not in the heart, because Christmas touches me in the heart, and that's why I love it.
I try to avoid being touched by holidays. I'm not a very touchy-feely person. See, what I do like is getting things. I like material goods. I like money. I like to have these things. But I don't like to go through the process of unwrapping things, thanking people. It's all, it's a song and dance that I'm not really privy to.
Do I have a solution for you?
Is it suicide? Because that's your solution for everything for me.
No.
And I'm looking for a long-term solution here.
Well, no, it's...
You don't
you
have an answer, do you?
You can hire people on Craigslist to celebrate Christmas for you, is what I was going to say.
Oh.
Yeah.
So like third-party Christmas.
Third-party Christmas. That's what we call it. It's third-party Christmas time. So if you're sick of all of the problems that come from unwrapping... How many paper cuts you get from unwrapping presents?
0.
I get them occasionally.
Well, you're a hemophiliac.
Yeah, I know, and I just
So light
bleed.
winds cause you to bleed.
Yeah.
You're like a superhero, except instead of piss, blood comes out of you everywhere.
They call me the red streak.
They call you the flush because you're flush in the face after all the blood is left.
The problem is I run around and lose all the blood, but I can only get like 2 trips around the house, and then I'm done.
And you don't even have a reason for running. You're just like, look at me go. How fast? Oh, God.
People keep telling me it'd be better if once I start bleeding, I didn't just start running around, because apparently that makes a huge mess, and I lose blood even faster because the heart pumps faster.
Well, there you go. You should run inside their house, threaten to sully their carpets.
You don't tell me what to do.
This is a suggestion.
No. I'm like saying to these people, you don't tell me what to do.
Can I tell you what to do?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
All right.
What you do is you run to your house, bleed everywhere, and say, "Give me $200 and I'll leave."
Oh, yeah.
And
You just
you know what?
put your blood right on top of them too. Just
Yeah, you know
on
what?
their head. Yeah.
They'll give it to you, and they'll give you your blood money.
I actually would, of all of the things, this
You
would be
missed my
the thing
joke.
that would. I'm sorry, blood money.
Blood.
And I put it in the blood bank. So
And the blood diamond with Leonardo DiCaprio.
this would actually be the thing that would work. I think is if I was bleeding and I knocked on your door and I was like, "Give me $200 or I'll bleed all over your place," you'd probably actually give me money.
Yeah.
If it's just a naked guy peeing, I'd be like, "Yeah, whatever." But blood. That'd be enough to...
Yeah, pee comes out easy. I mean, I've cleaned up so many people's pee before.
All the time. Yeah.
I just kind of go into houses. I was like, hey, anybody pee on your carpet? And they're like, yeah, maybe. I'm like, well, I'll clean it anyway.
The great thing about that is if you're already cleaning somebody else's pee up, what I find is you can then pee on their spot. So if you really have to go to the bathroom, you could just pee on the same spot where somebody else had peed, and nobody's even gonna think it's you.
Yes.
So you get all the pleasure of peeing on somebody else's property, but none of the incrimination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the worst thing about it is, this is a little tangent.
Oh boy.
I'll admit it.
I don't like those.
Cat piss. Cat piss is the worst fucking thing on
It's
earth.
sticky. How is
No,
pee
it's not sticky.
Yes, it is.
It's
Have you ever gotten it on you? It's got a film to it that's sticky.
No, it's well, yeah. After a while, it gets sticky,
Right.
but then it turns into fucking sticky crystals. Because I had a cat. I called him Shit because he was shit. And anyways, one of his favorite pastimes was to go into the closet, unknown, and then somebody would shut the door because that's what you do when the closet door is open, and he'd be hiding in the back under the towels like a fucking piece of shit,
Ugh.
like he is. And after a few days, I just all of a sudden hear, and I'd be like, oh, why is the closet making this noise? And I'd see cat paw underneath the door as he's trying to tunnel his way under the
freedom,
door.
right.
And I would open it up. All the carpet, of course, is gone and shredded up. And he, unbeknownst to me, pissed everywhere in the back. And about 7 months later, I found crystals, piss crystals everywhere.
Oh, wow.
And
What's the
it's
street
like,
value of those?
yeah, it's like, I don't know if you've encountered cat piss crystals before.
Yes, I have.
But it's the smell of it. It's like being in the Vietnam War. You can never forget. You have PTSD.
You get that 1,000-yard stare. Yeah. Yeah, when people say I was in the shit, what they really mean is I was in the piss.
Yeah.
Specifically the cat crisp pistols.
Taking the
The
piss.
cat piss crystals, I meant to say. Not
cat piss crystal.
Crisp pistols.
Crisp pistols. Crisp pistols. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Can I
Johnny
go back?
Rotten and the Crisp Pistols.
Can I go back to your whole cat story real quick? Because I noticed a couple things that I just had some questions about in that story. One, you said you would lock the cat in the closet. Accidentally, you said.
It's called shutting a door.
Right,
People do
for
it.
days. Now, first of all, you didn't notice your cat was missing?
No,
For 3
because he would
days?
go outside. He would come back with some dead thing that he would dissect and put every single internal organ
With
in this
thumbtacks?
Yeah. No, it'd just be like, he'd be so fucking proud of it because he'd come to the door, I'd open it up, and there'd be every organ like meticulously separated in a line. And he'd just be sitting there being like, look what I did.
When he did that, was that a clawtopsy?
No, it wasn't. So anyways,
All right, wait. The other thing is this. You said the cat would get stuck in there because you'd shut the closet door and he'd be there for... So you wouldn't open your closet door every day?
it was like a linen closet door.
Oh,
I mean, like
okay.
how many bed sheets do I go
Well,
through?
I go in the linen closet every time I take a shower.
What?
So that's every...
This was in the hallway.
4 or 5
It wasn't
days.
the bathroom linen closet. It
You
was
have
the
a
one where-
bathroom. Oh, look at me. I'm big rich guy with 2 linen closets.
Oh, I'm Jonathan. Every room I go into is the bathroom.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. That's why they call me the Yellow Streak.
Yeah. That's why they call me the Brown Menace.
So
Yes.
there's also
Yeah.
Tom Hanks giving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you get your favorite beach ball.
It was a volleyball.
Ever.
I can't tell if this is the worst one we've done or the best, but I'm enjoying it. So, you get your favorite volleyball or beach ball, as you said, and you draw a face on it. With your blood.
Yes.
Which is where the human hemophiliac comes in. That's me.
The human philiac.
The human philiac.
So you can't have conversations like this on your radio show, can you?
No, I can't.
No.
Which sounds like, honestly...
you don't invite me on
The
anymore.
human philiac sounds like a molester?
I guess if that's what your mind
He's
is.
the human philiac.
No, it would be the human philia.
Oh. All right, so there's Tom Hanks Giving.
Yeah.
We talk about that. Then there's Veterans Day. It used to be known as Armistice Day.
No. Okay.
And then we're like, let's not celebrate peace.
I got a problem with veterans.
Oh, boy.
Okay. No, for real. Okay. Yep. Why are we celebrating every single veteran? Because chances are some veterans were shit at war.
Yeah.
Like, there's some like, I'm going to shoot this bad guy. And then they just shoot it, just flies off, hits a tree or something like, I did it. Then they come home. Oh, you're a veteran. God bless you. You did so much for us. No, you shot a tree.
Yeah.
You didn't do anything.
So it should just be called Good Veterans Day.
Good Veterans Day, yeah.
Not Veterans Day.
We need to separate the veterans who actually did things from the ones who are just fuck-ups. Mm-hmm. And not celebrate the fuck-ups because that just encourages more fuck-ups.
Right, I agree with you. Germany does this where they actually celebrate even the Nazi veterans. They have like a Veterans Day where even the Nazis are included. I'm like, shouldn't you just skip that one?
Yeah.
The Wehrmacht, I mean, yeah. World War I get, fine, whatever. You wasn't as bad. But yeah, I don't think you should be even remembering that part.
World War I was
just
cool.
Skip over it.
Because they had the hats with the little pointy thing on
those
them.
things, yeah.
And plus, there's nothing better than trench warfare.
It's fun.
Yeah, sitting in the same position, having your leg rot while mustard gas flies all around
just
you.
Bombs exploding left and right. Mm-hmm.
You're just sitting there depressed. You got maggots crawling in. You're trying not to breathe the air. That's war.
Which, that's the great thing about Hitler, is he never used chemical weapons on anybody.
That's true.
That is a callback to something Sean Spicer said like 5 months ago.
He did use, is fire a chemical?
What is fire?
I don't know.
Like, what is it? Like, you can't hold it.
Is it real?
I don't know. But you can, you feel it, though.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, if you put your hand in it,
and you can
certainly
stop
feel that.
it sometimes.
Maybe.
You can start it.
If you guys know what fire is, tell us right now. If you're listening on SoundCloud, just type it in right here.
In real time.
In real time, because I want to know what fire. I know it's like a thing. It's like a ghost, right? It's like ghost diarrhea.
You can't stop ghosts. I mean, I saw the Annabelle movies, and they thought that they were doing it. They're like, hey, I'm going to throw some holy water. I'm going to read from a Bible. I'm going to use my psychic prowess, whatever. It didn't stop it. Well, but with fire, if there's a grease fire, you put like a wet blanket on it or something, right? Mm-hmm. And if it's a non-grease fire, you stop, drop, and roll in the fire to stop it. But with ghosts,
how do you stop ghosts? There's no way to bust them or anything.
I was in a haunted house.
Yeah.
Okay, and there's a ghost there, ghosting the shit out of me. I stopped, dropped, and rolled, and the ghost just laughed.
Wow.
It didn't do anything.
Didn't do shit.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
It didn't do anything. I looked like an idiot. The ghost was laughing at me.
Sure this was a ghost and not a Klansman?
What's the difference? How do you tell?
Well, one is a dead person.
Mm-hmm. And the other one's dead inside.
The other one's dead inside, but wearing like an outfit.
You know what? Racism is bad, I think.
You say so.
I think it is.
Not all racism is bad. There's got to be like one race of purely bad people.
Albinos.
Yeah, there you go.
I hate albinos.
You red-eyed fucks.
They're weird.
What is wrong with them? Get some pigment, you fuckers.
They look like they emerged from a cave.
Yeah.
Like who's that? The director that always does shit in the ocean. Not
Steven
Ridley,
Spielberg.
James Cameron.
Uh-huh.
He's always making movies about like, I've created a submarine to look through the Marinara Trench.
The Marinara Trench.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mama makes the best Marinara Trench.
And these apples are totally apples. No, but it's like the shit that comes out of there is creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
And so I can imagine albinos coming out of there. Like, that's where albinos came from. Us human beings, we just came from God. Albinos, deep sea.
Deep sea gods.
Yeah, Well, they're not sea gods. Mm-hmm. That's the Kraken.
Maybe they come out of the Kraken.
So, like the Kraken, what would the Kraken have sex with? Because there's one Kraken. Sounds cracking up.
The female Kraken? Is the Kraken male or female?
Yeah.
Is it asexual? Does it reproduce asexual? Maybe it's like a starfish.
I don't know.
Maybe it's like it just has an arm that becomes a Kraken.
Why don't you go try to fuck the Kraken and tell me what the results are?
I'm not going to fuck a Kraken again.
That's a good insult. Why don't you go fuck a Kraken?
Hey, fucking Kraken fucker.
Hey, why don't you go fuck a Kraken? Hey,
of all of the monsters in all of literature and all of history, which one would you like to fuck?
Medusa.
Medusa, right from behind.
Because she gets me hard.
Yeah. All right. Is that enough? Are we good?
Yeah, we're done.
Okay, good.
We're done.